Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all how I grew $6,000 into $19,000 in one day in a very beginner-friendly fashion. And I'm also going to be showing y'all the step-by-step directions on how to get started in the stock market right after the intro. Alright y'all, the stock that I will be using for this very simple tutorial is VIAC. Now for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel for a while, we have been staring this down for a very long time and we had a very bearish outlook on this stock, alright? And when it started to show weakness, I started covering this, sharing this with y'all within the last few days. And the way to approach this and to make money on this thing, again, for the beginners out there, right, who are wondering how do you make money in a bear market. So what I did was this. Let's go on to the Robinhood account, right? And as you can see, I bought this put right here, 3 puts, and that was on the 23rd. And the 23rd was on this day right over here, right? This was the 23rd. This is when things started to get really dicey. Again, after hours, this stock announced very bearish news. They had they were doing a very dilutive price offering. That's when a company decides to sell a lot of its shares and take some money off the table, especially after such a massive run, which is expected and almost predictable. All right. So when it did that, I started accumulating puts over here, all right? I missed the ad over here, but that's all right. I added more puts all in this section right over here. Again, for beginners, if you don't know how to buy puts on Robinhood, it's very simple. I'm gonna use Think or Swim to make it easier for you, all right? So for the put section, all you do is you go on the trade tab, right? And then this is the expiration date. We're gonna use that as an example. On the right side, it says right here puts. As you can see, there's a lot of contracts, and if you see right here, this is the amount of money that these puts generated, all right? And the contracts that I was buying was the 92 and the 90, all right? And yeah, these are the ones that I bought. And let's go back onto the charts and let's go onto the Robinhood, right? So after I bought these first 3, I started buying more puts again. So from 1380 to 1900, and then I added more puts to make it 2400, and then more puts again to make it 2900, and more puts to make it 3400, and more puts to make it 3900. Then I added $1,000 on it to make it 4900, and then $300 again to make it 5,200, and then another $1,000 to make it $6,300. All right, and all of these puts were bought right here. And then the next day it dropped like we all anticipated. Again, I'm not the only person who took this trade. A lot of our subscribers made money on this trade. They had more news again about how they were doing another stock offering. And again, like I said, it's very bearish news. They were selling more contracts again. So right out the gate, the stock immediately started tanking, all right? Now, this is where things really started to get fun. Now, if you go on here again on the Robinhood account, you can see that I started selling them immediately for profit. Like some of those contracts, the first 2 that I sold were up by, I believe, 200% right out the gates. I just decided to sell some right out the gates just to take some money off the table, and then just wait and see how the other 14 contracts would do. And as you can see, the other 14 contracts did very well. The stock immediately started to tank some more. The $80 price target broke, and the majority of my puts were all covered over here. As you can see, I sold some for 3,000 and another for 1,000 and another for another 1,000, and then I sold 3 for 4,100, and then I sold another 3 puts for 4,300. and then I sold another 3, my very last 3, for another $4,300 to make it all a total of $1,900. And as you can see right here, the time on that one was 9:46, where I sold my last contracts, which was in this region right over here. All right, not the best trade, but again, it was still a solid trade, still winning trade. I missed the bottom by a lot, which is quite irritating. Again, I've done better before. I'm not very proud of this exit, but again, like I said, winning is winning, and this one performed to perfection. All right, so that is pretty much how you make money in a bear market to the downside. Now, for everybody who is brand new to this, who have no idea how to begin, the very first step that you want to take is, number one, you want to destroy the like button of this video. It helps the channel a lot, all right? And also you want to click on subscribe and click on that notification bell. And after you do that, you go over here to share more. And these right here are very simple step-by-step directions that you can take. Step 1 right here, if you click on it, it will bring you to this page where you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $18.50. All right, this firm right here is Webull. It's a very reputable broker, very easy to use for all of the beginners out there to get started right away, right? And then after you follow first step number 1, you can click on step number 2 to sign up with TD Ameritrade right here, which again will you will go through a series of questions. All of this takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with everything you need to start trading. And then the very last step, which is honestly the most important step that you want to do as a beginner, right, is to make sure that you click on the third link right here. This is to download Thinkorswim. When you click on that, you will be brought to this page right over here where it says download Thinkorswim. And Thinkorswim is the platform that I'm using right over here. You can also trade on this thing as well. Over here, it's very easy. If you want to buy a put, you just click on here, which was what I pretty much did. And then you can choose the amount of contracts that you want, depending on how much money you want to invest. You can make sure that the strike price is right, and that you make sure that this is put, meaning that you want to make money as stocks are tanking and are crashing, right? And then next, what you want to do is make sure that you got this on either limits or market. It depends on you. If you set this thing on market, your order will be executed at this price. If you set it on limits, then you can pick and choose which order you want to buy at or sell at. All right, it's a very, very simple process for all of the beginners out there, right? So yeah, that is pretty much the end of the tutorial, and that is the end of the video. Once again, don't forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster, and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to click on that subscribe button and also that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. And the post-market analysis videos like this one is a bit different. It's a tutorial to help out the beginners who are completely new to everything that we're doing here, all right? So yeah, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook as well. The link is in the description below. And lastly, I just showed you all the steps to get started, all right? Now, in regards, again, for all of our subscribers out there who have a lot of questions in regards to where VIAC is going to go, could it go down further? Let's see what's going to happen. I think it could go to 60. If it doesn't go to 60, then it's going to drag its feet before collapsing eventually, all right? But if it opens up to 60, if you're still holding puts, you don't want to be too greedy on those puts, all right? So just keep that in mind as the market opens tomorrow. Tomorrow will be very, very interesting. The market is a bit like iffy right now. I think we might still go down a little lower, I think. So, but enjoy the outro.